health. I'm thinking about the health of the Celtics. It makes me think maybe the Lakers. But when you look at what the bench has done, I mean that little firecracker coming off the guy says he's 5'9". You know Nate Robinson's 5 foot nothing, 100 nothing. Come on, Tony. That movie Rudy was meant. You know it was. I loving you.
I would love to see Doc go back to him in the playoffs, and I want to see Doc just throw him on the bench now.
Your greatest sports figure of all time. I don't say that lightly, Tony, because you know sports. Your greatest sports figure, Magic Johnson, predicted that Nate Robinson was going to win a playoff game.
Oh, so did Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers said at the beginning. Doc Rivers said at the beginning of the playoffs.
He did. Who said it first? I don't know.
Doc Rivers said it first, and I think and Magic was just reiterating what Doc Rivers said. But Doc Rivers said we kept him on the roster because he's going to win a game for us.
And look what he does, Buzz. 5 foot nothing, 100 nothing coming up there. Jameer Nelson playing him deep. I mean, come on, Foz. If I could pop that three. The points weren't huge. The momentum was huge.
I think he had like 13 points in like 12 minutes.
But I'm saying he didn't have Kobe points. But what I'm saying,
but he fired them up.
Came in at the right time. He changed the momentum of the game.
Yes, he totally did.
That was mint.
But was that lightning in a bottle, or can he do that in a 7-game series every night?
I don't know.
A guy like Jordan Farmar, as much as I hate his last name, can he just be Farmer instead of Farmar? Like a guy like him, man. Can you
work on his uniform? Come on.
Yeah. Can he just? I mean, that guy can come in and he can do it every day for you. Lamar Odom, he can come in and do it every day for you. I'm afraid of Rasheed Wallace.
Tony Allen. How about him guarding Bryant? I mean, he's going to get plenty of chances to defend him. Trust me.
I think you'll see how that turns itself out. I think Tony Allen is a serviceable NBA player, but it's a guy who watches him all the time out here in Boston.
Yeah.
And anyone who's listening to this show who watches him knows what I'm talking about. He's out of control. He's when he's on, he is on, and when he is off, he is off. And he is going to be playing at the biggest stage, and he is downright. You watch him. Arms will be flailing, legs will be flying. He's going to be all over the place. And he'll make a beautiful player, too, because that's what he's got in him. But he's going to screw things up, too, because that's the type of player he is.
I can't take that away from him.
I just can't I can't bet on him. I would like to bet on Rasheed Wallace, but I don't know how he is.
If he puts the weed down, if he puts the bong down, Tony, if he puts the bong down and focuses,
and just ties that spot on his head, he'll be all set.
Get that little magic marker Sharpie thing going. Look. And I'll now look, Rasheed Wallace is still capable of changing the game. Rasheed Wallace, that guy is Tony. When that guy still can shoot threes, it's like watching poetry with that ball going up there.
Yes, it is.
Rasheed Wallace. Danny Ainge has a knack of finding talent. Danny Ainge is. I put one time on my Facebook. I was feeling it one day. I just put Danny Ainge is God. And I paid the price.
There was a line in the paper today about Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge said he had a talk with Fred Auerbach about putting a team together, and Fred Auerbach said, "I love to get agitators." And he said, "If you can get 12 of them on your team, that's who you get."
Nice.
He has gone out and he has gotten agitators.
Nice.
He has gotten Rasheed Wallace's. He has gotten the Glenn Davises. He has gotten the Kendrick Perkins, the Kevin Garnett's. He gets the agitators because it's useful. Apparently.
Beautiful, bro. Beautiful. Come on, Mike and Mike. You want to learn something, Mike and Mike? Put on Matt Foss Sports Buzz. We'll teach you something.
Well, here's my final question to you, brother. Who wins the NBA championship in 2010?
The winner of the NBA championship in 2010 will be. I'm even going to tell you how many. I'm even going to tell you how many games, which I usually don't do. I usually defer that to you. It's going to be the 17 ring World Time Champions, Boston Celtics, the greatest sports franchise, arguably the greatest sports franchise of all time, not arguably the greatest basketball franchise of all time. Boston Celtics will defeat the Los Angeles Lakers in 6 games.
6 games. So they're going to do it on the Los Angeles floor.
It's going to be on the LA floor.
Woo!
And it's going to be very reminiscent of what happened in 2008 because I believe it went to Game 6, did it not?
It did go to Game 6.
I mean, you believe what the timing was of me and you sitting in a sports bar in Massachusetts watching that game? That was unbelievable. And I still have my armband on now.
I think you drank about 14 Heinekens that night.
I think I did, but I was completely lucid and was well aware of what was going on.
And then you had to get up and get in the plane at like 5 a.m., from what I remember.
I was riding that high of them winning, you know.
Well, I remember pulling for the Celtics that night, the first time that I ever pulled for the Celtics against the Lakers. I remember completely rooting for the Celtics and wanting that Celtics because I just loved Kevin Garnett's style, and I loved the way they were playing as a team, and I still love the way they're playing as a team. And to be a Lakers fan in the 80s, you know, for all those years, and to actually be pulling for the Celtics in 2008 was nuts.
That was huge for you.
It was huge, and I've done it again all year this year. I've been pulling for the Celtics. And
you talk about your greatest sports figure, Foz. You know, looking at Magic Johnson, I used to have a problem with this guy's commentating, but not that he's there commentating play-by-play, but on the T-Mobile halftime show. I see Magic Johnson as being very fair, and I think he's being fair to the Celtics. He's being fair to the Lakers.
He wanted the Celtics Lakers the whole time too. And, you know,
absolutely did, as well as the whole United States of America.
Well,
I think we did a good job of breaking it down. But of course, the final line of our show has to be your call.
Well, then my call will be this: the greatest. Arguably the greatest team in sports. I apologize, but I have to go to the freaking Yankees on that, and I hate it.
That's why I said arguably. But when it comes to basketball, you can't not question.
Basketball, it's closer than everybody thinks. Everyone thinks the Celtics have these 17 wonderful rings, and the Lakers are just kind of wanting to be the Lakers. But the Lakers have 15 rings themselves. 15. They've got 15 rings themselves.
So they're 2 off. That's not bad.
And just as you said, you pointed out to me earlier that I didn't know, that they have been there 30 times in a championship, which is by far more than anybody else.
Buffalo Bills? Are you going to compare? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think that was a great stat on your part. And I think, but I do think Celtics, great team, are going to go up against someone who's about to put himself into the top 5 all time, because I think that Kobe Bryant is going to win Game 7. And I think the LA Lakers win it in 7. Kobe Bryant MVP.
Nice call.
Now that's where we're at.
Solid call.
I'm glad that we're on opposite ends.
I'm glad we are too, because it makes it more exciting for our listeners, and it makes it exciting for me and you too.
And I know you're going to be talking shit throughout the whole playoff.
Probably will be.
but I will be pulling for the Celtics on this end.
I gotta get this in before we close out here, Foz.
All right, Gus.
In the NBA Finals, Boston Celtics are 9-2 against the Lakers.
They are.
So I'm just going to say history's on my side. That's really I'm going to say history is on my side.
Well, against the Lakers have won 2 of the last 3 against the Celtics.
Nice, Tony. Nice, brother. You are a walking Schwab. You are just incredible. You really. Hey, I love you too. Before I let you go, I got to tell you, I did get the stat on. I baffled you actually on a Red Sox question.
Which one was that?
About the Buchholz thing. What has Buchholz done that Lefty Groves, Babe Ruth, and Clemens have done? And you
did baffle me. I didn't know.
You still probably do. You know now?
I don't. No, I haven't looked it up.
I do know. I just found out. 9 straight start wins.
9 straight start wins.
Yes.
Wow, that's a pretty big. I'm pretty amazed that Pedro never did that.
Buchholz, baby. Buchholz.
I like him.
Lefty Groves, Babe Ruth, Clemens. Not bad company.
Not bad at all, brother. Well, thanks for that.
It's always a pleasure having you on the Buzz and get this thing edited and get it up on the air here and have our fans.
Thanks for all the hard work you do with the editing, young man.
I appreciate it, Tony. No problem. And I couldn't do it without you, Foz. Matt Sports Buzz, Foz Sports Buzz, Matt and Foz Sports Buzz. Come on, baby. You know you.
I'll talk to you on Friday morning.
Okay, brother. We'll talk to you later, man.
Later, cuz.
Take care.